Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Fortnightly Frontier, the often inebriated podcast where two nerds talk about Star Citizen and other space-related stuff. At least one of us is drunk tonight, but I won't tell you which one. I am Darinator, and I am joined by my co-host Meyer.
Hello.
Hello. He is over there, or is he over there? Over there?
Go there.
There?
There.
Ah, okay.
Definitely over there somewhere.
Okay. And tonight, what are we talking about tonight?
Alcohol.
Alcohol, yeah.
What are you drinking today?
Several things, but currently I am drinking Wells Banana Beer.
Wells
Banana Bread
beer.
Beer. The
Banana-
banana Bread Beer, not
That's
Banana
the
Beer
one.
Bread.
Banana beer bread.
Welcome to my new set, by the way. An upgraded recording nook with sexy, sensual sound insulation foam and two lights for
Check out.
perfect Slovenian viewing.
Check out them nubs.
Yeah.
Them nubs though. Yes.
Yes.
And I'm still in my room with my plushy cat and
No
my messy
posters.
bed. And I do have a poster. It's just not in shot. It will be soon. I have a poster.
You
that's in
need
shot
the
there.
only thing you need to do is buy a nail. That is literally the only thing you need to do.
Do you know how much effort it'll take for me to leave my house and then
Venture into the outer net.
exactly? You understand my problem here.
I actually only had to go to the garage because we actually have some nails.
Like,
Oh well.
yeah, but you know, we'll get there when we get there, man. And then I have to make a hole in the wall and then hang the poster. I mean,
You actually make the hole with the nail. You don't have to drill a hole. You just...
I'll have to find a tutorial on Google to see how I can do that. I'll get it done eventually. I mean, I just haven't been really fast.
Right, I actually have 8 posters I need to put up, and I still haven't done it. But you actually have it framed and ready to be put up. I'm still waiting
do.
to. Yeah.
It's a nice poster as well. It's a limited edition Citizen Con 2.
Yeah, look. I have 1, 2. There's 3 roll up in this one. They're everywhere. Falling all over the place.
You're like Admiral Nolan and his alcohol. He's like, yeah, I got one here. I've got one here. I've got one here.
Yeah, speaking of alcohol, if for everybody interested, but only for test squadron members. That's the
Members.
word. Yes. I am about to start bottling some test hall, as I've dubbed it.
Doesn't contain what you think it does.
No. I shall not tell you what it is, but I can assure you that it is high quality alcoholic beverage. And there will be about 10 bottles. And it will not make you burp like banana beer bread does, hopefully.
Banana beer bread. I'm hungry now.
I wonder what would happen if you made bread and used this in the dough.
It would be amazing, is what?
It would be banana bread, beer bread.
Banana beer bread. Beer bread. Beer bread.
Whatever.
You cause a singularity and you doom the human race. That's what you do.
Yes, let's not do that. And yes, and it will be really well done. And to order a bottle, all you need to do is contact me on either the Test Squadron forum or on Discord, and all you'll have to do is pay for the postage. I will handle everything else. That is the booze, the bottles, the bottling, the labeling, and your satisfaction.
Satisfaction. You need to play the song with that in the background now. I can hear it already. And you can feel my
And you can feel my editing skill.
Yeah. insert editing skills here.
Push me, and then just touch me, till I can get my
satisfaction. But until then, we have other things to discuss. 2.2 isn't out yet.
Nope, not yet.
Damn you, Will.
Yeah.
The bearer of bad news.
Yeah, he's been holding it off, but at least, he's been trying, he's been at least keeping a tab on people's expectations as it's been going on. We've been kind of been spoiled lately in the past couple months in that, we wait 2 weeks PTU, 2 weeks release. Wait, 2 weeks PTU release. But last week and the week before, he's gone on record as saying, no PTU this week, no PTU this week. So at least, we're not waiting and we're not kind of as
on
hyped.
edge.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. On edge. That's the word.
Yeah.
As we would be otherwise. But things
You know
are
what I
looking
think? You know what I think is holding them up?
up. What?
The damn broadsword sound bug.
I wonder if they fixed that yet in their build.
There is a workaround,
I did hear that there was a workaround that didn't involve the actual game file. It's kind of like external or something like that. People were kind of iffy about it. I mean, you can fix it, but
Yeah, it does rely on messing with XML files, basically renaming and replacing the size 3 broadsword sound XML file with the size 1.
Ah, I see. That
So
would
it
fix
basically
it.
plays the sound, the size 1 sounds.
Which works.
Which
yeah.
work, yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That makes... Yeah.
But then when the patch comes, I don't know how that would affect the update.
I assume that when you do update it, like, verifies your files anyway. So, when
it doesn't verify before updating. You either need to. So that's why updates break, because it doesn't verify before updating.
I see.
So
I see.
It just applies it, assuming that you haven't messed with the files.
I see. So you can't update it, then verify, then go?
You update it, verify it, and it'll find out that something's wrong, and then apply the update again. But in that case, it probably means downloading the whole game again.
I see.
Yeah.
That
So
sucks.
maybe just do a backup, revert the workaround, update, and then reapply the workaround if it hasn't been fixed in the patch.
Fair enough. So, will there be a link in the description to show them how?
There most certainly will be.
Making you do work.
Yeah. Hopefully I remember.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Right. Did doobly do for Bloodstore. Thanks. There we go.
Ah.
But what else did I say that's 2.0 is bringing?
2.0.
Is it just fixes or is it
no.
actual new features?
Features.
There's features. There's the flyable saber
Flyable saber is 1.
and hanger ready cartual.
Hanger ready Cartual is 2. Can you remember the third one?
Blowjobs.
No. Maybe perhaps in the in the docking colors or something.
2.69.
In 2.69. Yes. No, the third one is the notoriety system, or the beginnings of.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, that'd be cool. So, you can't just shoot other players and
you
ram into them and then
could.
get away with it.
You could, however, you'll get more notoriety. I'm not sure if that's the correct term, but what's gonna happen is that, let's say you go ahead and you kill somebody. I'm not really sure how reporting crimes work, or if it's just automatic. I assume later on in the game it'll be, it would have to be documented somehow. But for now, I believe it's just you kill a dude and you're on the wanted list.
Yeah. However, there could be arranged PvP matches.
Arranged, yes.
Yeah. So
How do
would
you
that
fix-
factor in?
Yeah.
I mean, the killer and the victim in that match. Both went into the match fully knowing that, the outcome of it is going to be somebody dying.
I suppose, unless it's like an actual death match in the Persistent universe, if you wanted to test your mettle against somebody else, why not just use Arena Commander?
That's true. Although they did say, I did read a forum Reddit post about that because of the really bad current netcode.
Yeah.
Fighting PvP and PvE in the Persistent universe is far different from Arena Commander because there's so much more lag in the Persistent universe.
It is so freaking laggy in the PU, especially from here because of the netcode issues. Anybody from Europe or Australia.
Yeah, so CIG, if you're watching, please at least spool up some international servers.
If they're watching.
Well, our podcast is listed in the forums by Ben every week.
Oh, sweet.
So at least they're aware of it.
Yeah. More aware than I was, apparently.
Well, I've been running this for over 2 years now, so I have to keep tabs on what's happening.
Yeah.
You're new to the show.
I'm pretty new. I'm a baby.
Aww.
So another thing that's coming with the notoriety system actually isn't just the fact that you kill somebody and your notoriety goes up, but eventually, I don't know if it's coming out in 2.2 per se, but they're going to then introduce patrol ships going around ports like Port Olisar and also on-ground security in Port Olisar as well. And the way to reduce your notoriety for now, is to go to Port Korea, and there'll be a terminal there where you can access and use, basically, and to turn down your notoriety. So you'll have a whole bunch of anti-pirate guys going there and camping it and making sure that these bad guys aren't able to reset their notoriety.
Well, but then again, it would make sense for a certain region of the current playable baby PU, or in the future, I don't know which version, the entire stand-in system, to be designated as PvP. So if people die there, the person who killed them doesn't have their notoriety level.
Yeah.
Like, like the Badlands or, low sec areas.
Yeah, I think the intention is to get it to the point where they won't need an armistice zone anymore. Yeah.
So they can get rid of griefers from the spawn area.
Yeah.
And other areas where you would expect warfare not to be happening.
I think they're going to need to have another spawn zone, because what if your first intention when you get in there is to just wreck somebody? If there is no armistice zone and you just start off and you decide to just freaking shoot the guard in the face and then they kill you and you wake up, are you going to wake up with 0 notoriety, or are you going to wake up with the same notoriety, in which case you wake up with the guard waiting for you? It's like, there you are. Bang, and then you wake up again. It's like, there you are.
I suppose if the guards subdue you in Port Olisar, maybe you wake up in a holding cell.
That would be interesting.
Instead of one of those capsule
easy habs,
yeah.
That would make sense. They have the room for it. If you ever go outside Port Olisar, there is so much room for things.
Even if you take into account that there's 4 different struts.
4 struts and 3 floors, and then you have the under.
And still there's doors leading to areas that you don't have access to yet.
You have the under section, and then you have the parts where the large carrier ships can dock, and then the little gateways where they walk through and stuff. The artwork is pretty descriptive as to what they want it to be, in the future. Only time will tell.
Yeah. The design document is there. It's just, waiting for implementation. But, something that's just a very tangential thought that I just had is, games similar to this have really desensitized people to how large certain things are, because if you are, operating within close to a structure, it doesn't really convey the actual scale because you never get to go inside it and explore the entire interior.
Yeah.
But in Star Citizen, it seems like you will be able to.
Eventually, yeah.
Eventually, yeah. So that, because you get to, for instance, Port Korea and you land, and it seems, just a space station. You assume there's going to be a few rooms here and there, but then you get inside and it's a maze. You just walk around all the time, and even there, it's not open yet.
Yeah,
it's just 3 floors, and it's even now it seems that it has a much bigger interior than what games have kind of taught you to expect.
Yeah, I mean, no disrespect to Elite Dangerous, but I mean, using that as an example, if you look at any of the bigger ships or even the spaceports that you go to, as you fly towards them, if you fly towards, what is meant to be windows and stuff and lights, it's just one single flat JPEG, So, definitely this game is taking it into a whole different level when it comes to that kind of graphical fidelity and what you can do.
Yeah. It's going to take some time, but because the scale of it, they say it's going to be like 100 systems and then planets with landing sites, but every landing site is going to be expansive.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah.
So basically, it doesn't mean that you need the entire galaxy to explore to get a lot of depth and scale to the game. Like, Elite Dangerous has the entire galaxy. No Man's Sky is going to have the entire galaxy.
Yeah.
But that just creates huge scale at the risk, at the risk of shallowness.
Yeah, I mean, like something that people keep calling Elite Dangerous. Again, I think I have never played Elite myself, and so I can't really comment on it too much. But people say that it's a mile wide, but an inch deep.
Yeah. Currently, it is Space Truck Simulator.
Okay.
If you don't count the DLC. If you don't have the DLC,
right,
you can't land on certain planets.
Okay.
But even with the DLC, you can't land on every planet. It's basically just stuff that you would know is uninhabited.
Okay.
So basically, you're limited to moons and planets without atmosphere.
Right.
And then you can basically land on it, get in your buggy and explore. Get to stations, outposts, and maybe even those alien ruins or whatever they are. But it's still, it doesn't it still has no gameplay depth to it.
Yeah,
there's few missions you can get when you go to the space station.
Yeah.
And to the message boards, and you get but it's again the thing that Chris Roberts said he wants to get away from, which is basically go there, kill that person, and bring their stuff back, or just go there and bring stuff from there back.
Okay.
Basically A to B and B to A.
Yeah.
That's what it has going for it, and that is basically the most advanced thing that you can do.
Right.
There is PvP, and there is PvE, but again, that really has no basis in any sort of lore or story. It's basically just those guys called your mother a name, go deal with them.
Right. Yeah.
Which is something I really don't like.
Yeah. I wonder which game, though, will be the first to get the entire procedural planet exploration. What are you doing?
I am opening. I am getting.
You open a freaking box.
I am getting ready. I am getting ready to open and drink the most expensive bottle of beer I have ever purchased.
Ah. How much is that? €8?
That was €8, and it's the Fuller's Imperial Stout.
Ah, Fuller's Imperial.
Well, it's in the standard Fuller's bottle.
Right.
Boom, boom. Well, but to continue, I didn't want to interrupt.
I completely. Oh, there we are. I wonder which of the two games will be the first to do the entire procedural planet exploration first, because I mean, Star Citizen has come a long way with the whole like pupil to planet thing, which we showcased on Fortnightly the other time. And
Oh yeah, I really do wonder when that's coming.
yeah, but like Brian Chambers, aka Artstar, as he's known on Twitch TV, did drop by onto my stream.
Hello.
Yeah. And he said that, I'm meeting up with Chris and Aaron today, and we're gonna talk about procedural generation of planets and stuff like that. So I don't know. The Frankfurt guys, they are the back end dudes. So if that's what he's talking to Chris and Aaron about, maybe we'll see something about that in the future pretty soon.
At least in a Jump Point, maybe.
At
Although
least
they,
in a Jump Point.
having read the latest Jump Point magazine, they did say that the point of Jump Point isn't to showcase and announce new features just to subscribers. It's basically just to give subscribers a more in-depth view into what's already been released.
Okay.
And you know how I read to you how this what everything that goes into this beer before the stream started, like the rose petals that kind of give it a sort of a Turkish delight smell.
Yeah.
I can smell it.
You can smell the Turkish delight?
The rose petals, yeah.
Okay.
I have smoked quite a bit of rose flavored tobacco.
Yeah.
You go to like an Iranian restaurant thing, and they can give you like something to smoke on while you wait for your food, and it does have that smell. Okay,
Man,
so
I haven't had a Turkish delight in so long. They're so nice. I love them so much. But they're so
but
expensive.
it's pure sugar.
Pure good sugar though.
There's no such thing as good sugar.
Yeah.
I really don't want to pour this, but I already opened it, so I suppose the cat's out of the bag, or the beer's out of the bottle, I suppose. Well, here goes. And here it is. The darkest pint I've ever poured.
Ah. That is pretty dark. That's even darker than Guinness. Also, are you on Twitch right now?
No.
All right. We need moderators on this channel apparently.
Why? What's happening?
Well, it's fine. I think we should ignore him because we're recording right now, to be honest.
But
I mean, I think we're coming up there in the world, to be honest. We've got our first troll.
a troll!
We got a troll.
Goody. What is he saying? What's he saying?
I don't think this is for YouTube. He says, "Why are you friends with I believe, a Blackie thug hang him from a tree. Go back to the pen, you ape."
Oh, you...
That's not even the worst that I've had, to be honest, on Twitch.
Really?
Yeah, at all. I mean, this is pretty low tier right now. Want a banana. It's pretty low tier.
Would you like a banana bread beer?
Dude, I would love that. I would love it so
I don't blame you because it is delicious.
Dude.
But anyway, the time has come to sample this really fucking expensive beer.
The moment of truth is gone.
Oh my god.
Yes?
I wasn't talking to you. Oh wow.
What does it taste like?
It's a porter.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's a stout. It's kind of between a porter and a stout. Because it's much stronger than a stout should be. But it's not as strong as a porter. It's very gentle. And the roses are basically only in the aroma, not in the flavor.
Right.
And it's very smooth. It's creamy smooth.
Okay.
There's none of that aggressive bitterness that you get in Guinness, for instance. But there's so much flavor as well. I can understand why this beer is so fucking expensive, man. And even for being 10.7 alcohol per volume, you don't feel it.
Oh, yeah?
I've drank really cheap beer that had about 8-9%, and you could feel the alcohol there very aggressively. But this is just so good. Wow.
Well, I'm done with my drink. I mean, you called it aggressive. Do you mind if we take 5? This is going to be a new one for the Fortnightly Frontier, but I need to take 5 real quick, and I'll be back in 5 minutes.
And we're back.
And we're back, yes.
In a first for a Fortnightly Frontier, we actually had an intermission.
For the first time ever. There's always a first for everything.
This is the first time ever. So, this is a burpee beer. But it is so good, and I am, you know how quickly the other one drained from my glass. This one is.
It's gonna take its time, is it?
It's gonna take its time, yeah, because it is a complex beer.
Is that a Fitbit on your wrist right there?
Yes. How do you think I managed to lose 10 kilos in the past 6 months? Because I actually am walking, so just keeps track of that I'm
Alive.
doing what I. Yeah, well, it doesn't have a heart rate monitor or anything like that, but it keeps me at least motivated, so I do get my walking in every day.
Okay. Yeah,
But anyway, this episode was supposed to start with something else, and that is this bad boy.
Oh yes, the Steam controller.
Let it be illuminated in the light of my studio. Yes, and how it is for playing Star Citizen. Fine is the short answer.
Okay.
It has its place, and that place is not racing or dogfighting.
Right.
Or FPS. For at least for me, what I found is that the only useful thing that it does, and that function it performs brilliantly, I should add, is low-speed precision maneuvers.
Right.
So when you need to have very precise, slow control of strafing for landing or for maneuvering around asteroids or stuff like that it does perfectly, because if you don't know, Steam Control is designed by Valve to be the PC sort of controller for, an answer to the Xbox or the PlayStation controller. It has 2 touchpads which you operate with your thumb.
Right.
It has a thumbstick. It has 4 buttons: X, Y, A, B, and then it has grip buttons. It has analog triggers, and it has trigger buttons.
That's a lot of buttons.
Shoulder buttons. It is. However, you do know how many buttons you have in your keyboard, right?
Well, yeah, that's true. That's always
true.
a comparison, yeah.
Comparison, yeah. I haven't found the number of controls to be overwhelming.
Yeah.
It took me a day to get used to everything, but after that, it's been very intuitive.
Okay.
The touchpads you can control like a trackpad
Right.
on a laptop, or a trackball. the
Right.
mouse-like peripheral of years ago, where you flick it, and it will simulate as if it's a ball and still rolling for a bit and then slows down on its own.
Right.
So that's fine for that. And it has a gyro.
Okay.
So you can do basically this. I suppose you could actually use it as a steering wheel for driving games,
Right.
which is good. And what makes it a good PC peripheral is that for every control surface and every button, there's pages of customization.
Right.
You don't get that with an Xbox controller or a PlayStation controller. With that, you control it to what the game devs tell you to do.
Okay.
But here, for instance, for the trackpad, you could have it be set to simulate a thumbstick, mouse,
Uh-huh.
a thumbstick that's controlled like a mouse, so you control it like a mouse, but it sends thumbstick output,
Yeah.
and then you can have it to be like a D-pad,
Mm-hmm.
or several buttons, depending on where you press it. And you can actually press it in as well, so it has a physical button as well. That's just for the touchpad. And there's another one. There's a thumbstick, and there's 4 buttons, and there's triggers, and there's shoulder buttons. It's very customizable.
Yeah.
So what I've landed on for now, when it comes to purely Star Citizen,
Mm-hmm.
is using the right thumbstick as a sort of trackpad for steering, as if you were using a mouse.
Right.
That's something I'm comfortable with, because I've been using a mouse and keyboard for a while.
Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah.
And then the thumbstick, the actual thumbstick, for strafing left, right, up, and down,
Yeah.
which makes it really good for landing.
Mm-hmm.
Then for rolling left and right, I use the gyro,
Yeah.
which is
Oh
which is
wait.
quite
Okay.
useful.
There's a gyro inside. You can actually. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you can turn it, and I'm still trying to figure out whether I can basically make it turn the way I turn the controller.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if that's useful, because if I had it horizontally and then turned it 45 degrees, it would turn by 45 degrees.
Right.
But then if I release it, it would get back. So right now I have it set up so it's basically simulating a thumbstick as it's.
Sorry. My bad.
That's fucking loud. What the fuck, man?
Quite loud. That's because I have a pretty decent microphone. Sorry about that.
Yeah, so I have it set up now to simulate a thumbstick. So you get analog roll. So basically, the more you turn it left, the more you turn it right is basically just turning a thumbstick.
Yeah.
And I have the throttle set up for throttle, the triggers, the analog triggers. set
Yeah.
up for throttle. The right one, the more you press it in, the faster it goes forward, and the left one, the more you press it in, the faster it wants to go backwards.
Right.
And if you press the button,
Yeah.
it'll if you double press it, I have it set to throttle to maximum. Double press the left one, set throttle to 0, and then it's very kind of complex, but actually quite intuitive throttle control.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've actually been playing with it a lot. Playing PU and just free flight a bit.
And how comfortable is it?
Well, as I said, for actual precise maneuvers, I can land with it. Manual landing is very, very, very good. I can
Right.
get a really nice curve going down to the landing pad. Basically probably almost as good as you with your twin joysticks.
Oh, okay.
But it's a single controller. You don't have 2 sticks to worry about taking up space on your desk.
Yeah.
etc., etc. And but yeah, for FPS, no. For racing, no. No. For combat, no. Because it is a very slow sort of input. there's no twitch gameplay with it, which you would need for racing and for combat and for FPS.
Right.
It's very slow and methodical.
Right.
So that's at least my experience with it for the past 2 weeks, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've also played a bit of other games with it, like Ori and the Blind Forest.
Okay. And it's been pretty okay with that as well, yeah.
Yeah, because another good thing with Steamtroller is you get community mappings.
Right, community mapping. So like
So a person can set up their controller the way they want and upload it to Steam, and then people can download that mapping and use it with the game and see if it's good or not and rate it that way. And you're not locked into any of the configurations
I see.
for the buttons.
okay.
It is basically a PC. I really don't like the phrase, but yeah, it is a PC master, PC gaming master race sort of controller, because it offers that customizability that you are so used to with when playing games on a PC.
Okay.
And you could use it laid back with a Steam machine on your couch, just playing normal games.
Right.
Fine. Yeah. It won't. I have a feeling it won't replace the keyboard and mouse for shooters. It won't replace joysticks for Sims.
Yeah.
But it does have its place, and it's very good at what it does.
It sounds like it, man. I mean, from all the people I've asked about it before, they're like, oh, it looks pretty cool, but I haven't spent enough time to get used to it and stuff like that.
Yeah. It is, I posted this on Twitter already. It is an elegant weapon for a civilized age.
An elegant weapon for a civilized age. That is so pretentious.
So Star Trek. that is what the lightsaber was called.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. That's a reference to it. Yeah.
I see.
Oh, I wasn't ready for that.
What?
Because I thought I had a normal beer. My mind thought, yeah, it's a normal beer. Have a sip of it, and then the flavor hit me, and it's just, if you can get it. If you are a beer drinker and if you can get it, get it. It is so good.
Imperial Stout. I'll have to look it up to see if I
Stout
can get it
by
here.
Fuller's.
Fuller's Imperial Stout.
Well, it is a brewery set up by the Thames, so you should be able to just walk to it and get some.
Oh, okay. Just walk to it. Just walk 2 hours to the.
Yeah, because everybody knows that London's what, like 10 houses or something like
It's
that.
a stone's throw away. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. That's the Steam controller in a nutshell. I will be doing a lot more testing, and maybe we'll definitely do another episode dedicated to just that.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't touch on the build quality, and well, the only thing I can say is that it is solid. I really don't have any. Well, I do have some, but I don't have much experience with controllers except for this thing, which I do believe is the best controller ever made.
Actually, the GameCube control does one-up it just a bit.
Yes, but it doesn't have 3 prongs, dude. It doesn't have 3 prongs.
3 prongs. Oh, that's true. The GameCube. No, actually, it's basically a midget version of the N64 control. It does have 3 prongs. It's just that.
No. The GameCube controller is basically a standard 2 thingy controller with 2 bits for your thumbs.
But okay, it has. Okay, all right. Okay, fine. You beat me.
But this thing's lighter. But I would say the build quality is the same, because this thing, how old is this? I got this when I was 10.
Yeah.
It's 22 years old,
Yeah.
and it's still as good as it was when I got it, except it's a bit manky.
I mean, I suppose it's lighter, but does the N64 control have onboard memory?
No, it doesn't have a gyro sensor, it doesn't have trackpads. It has
A
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 buttons and a D-pad.
And no rumble motors.
No, it doesn't have. This is where
It
the
requires
slot
the
where
rumble pack, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, another thing that I almost forgot, wanted to talk about the haptic feedback on this thing is
Okay.
something to behold.
Right.
It's not a vibrating thing, it's like a clicky thing.
Okay.
And you know how I said before where you can simulate a track ball on the pad,
Yeah.
right? So when you flick it, it just kind of slows down on its own. Basically like a scroll wheel, maybe if you flick it hard, it'll roll on its own a bit and then slow down and stop.
Yeah.
Whenever you use the trackpad, when you move your finger on it, it goes click, 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 click,
Ah.
click, click, click. So it actually simulates like you were running your finger on a very hard a very coarse surface.
Okay.
So you know exactly when you move your finger.
Okay.
And then when you flick it, it goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's very similar to the new trackpads used by Apple on their MacBooks, where you
Okay.
don't actually have a physical button that clicks.
I see.
But it's a pressure sensitive one, and then haptic engine just kind of simulates a click.
Okay. I've never tried it before.
I
Yeah.
have tried it.
Okay.
You cannot tell the difference.
Seriously.
Yeah, and it's a very smaller, tighter package that they were able to, put into a thinner laptop.
Yeah.
And this is very similar to that. It's seamless. You really do. If you were blind and you did this, you would really think that there is a scroll wheel going click, 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 click.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, right now
is.
I'm really liking my dual stick setups. I really like those. Yeah, yeah.
It's not going to replace it. This thing is not going to replace it. But
but it's a strong second, is what you're saying.
for what it can do,
For what it can do. Okay.
For what it can do, for the very slow precision stuff.
Yeah.
When you're moving very slowly, left, right, up, down, rotating, it's very good.
Yeah.
But you can do that with your twin sticks, and then you can take it into racing, and you can take it into dogfights.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, but
That's
yeah,
pretty cool. Yeah. Something to look into then. In any case. Yeah.
it is going to be a constant for me when I'm playing Star Citizen. So as soon as I get into a ship and
Yeah.
I'm just flying around normally, I'm definitely using the controller
Okay.
because it allows me the granularity.
The
Granularity.
Yes.
The It is 10.7 ABV, you know. Oh, so good.
It does seem.
It does allow the granularity of control when you need it. So, for instance, like, just strafing and flying around Port Olisar or Yella or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's great. But as soon as combat starts, put it down, keep hands on keyboard and mouse, and then attempt to own the noobs.
Attempts to own the noobs until you yourself get owned.
Which
Yes.
would probably happen because I'm quite shit at it. But yes, normal flying, A to B, exploring, maybe going to one of those asteroid fields in during the missions. Just fine, and I kind of get more enjoyment from using the controller instead of just the keyboard and mouse.
Yeah.
Because on the keyboard and mouse you have WASD, QE, RF for everything. But so that's purely digital, full on, full off. But yeah, I do like it. I'm glad I bought it.
It does seem like a pretty awesome investment, to be honest. Yeah.
But I doubt it's going to be the single controller for Star Citizen. Some people want
Oh yeah,
it to be.
there will not be a single control. You'll have to
No.
be able to specialize.
I think, yeah, its specialization is slow maneuvers and normal flying.
Yeah.
For racing, twin sticks. For combat, I would say keyboard and mouse and twin sticks. And for FPS, keyboard and mouse. So those are the specializations that I see it being at the top.
Yeah.
For
At the top tier of all the different
top
things.
tier
Yeah.
for those categories, I suppose.
Yeah.
And than going down. So, for instance, if you want to play a shooter with a controller, no, prepare to be owned, unfortunately. But yeah, I suppose that is it for this episode of Fortnightly Frontier. We've gone for quite a while now.
Yep.
It's close to midnight.
Yes.
Something evil's lurking in the dark. Well, thank you for tuning in on Twitch, if you have indeed tuned in on Twitch.
That includes everybody.
That includes everybody, even the trolls,
Even
no
the
matter
trolls.
how annoying you may be. And thank you for checking it out on YouTube, if you have indeed checked us out on YouTube. And if you've only checked us out on YouTube, do subscribe to us on Twitch, because then you'll be able to see all our shenanigans and exploits in pure unedited
Fashion.
Goodness.
Yes. Goodness.
Mm.
Goodness.
Oh man. Speaking of goodness. And yes, this is it for episode 304.
304.
304 of Fortnightly Frontier,
304.
and we will see you in the verse.